Today, we will perform magic. I will show you how to turn a sphere into a star, no sculpting or modeling required. Hello, and welcome to a Harla Penguin tutorial. My name is Norm, and I will be your host. Today, we are continuing our series on how to use open shading language. We will be using open shading language to displace a sphere into a star shape. Let's get started. So first we will replace the default cube with a sphere. And before I forget, let's make sure we change our render engine to cycles and click open shading language. We will also go down to the material tab, add a new material. Under settings, we want to make sure that we change displacement to displacement and bump. Now let's go over to our scripting tab. And one of the great things about Blender is it includes a few templates for open shading language. So we will select a new script and we will go to the templates, open shading language, and empty shader. To make this a little bit easier to see, let me increase the size of my font. The code for this is relatively easy. So I'm going to name this shader star, and inside the parentheses I will have two variables, float scale. This just allows us to change the size of the star. Float frequency, and that allows us to change the number of points. And then our output. So within these brackets, we will have float angle equals atan 2, normal 1, normal 0. And all this function is doing is taking the tangent between normal vector 1 and normal vector 0. Float displace equals scale times the sine of frequency times this angle that we calculated up here. And then result equals displacement. That is all the code that is necessary. So let's flip over to shading, and we will add a few nodes here. First, our script node, where we will select empty shader.osl. If we wanted to, we could change the name of this to star.osl. We will need a displacement vector, and we will connect from result into the normal and from displacement into displacement. And now if we click over here, you can see that we start to get a little bit of displacement. So we can change our frequency to change the number. Sorry, result into the height instead of into the normal. And now if you do a top-down view, you can see that we've changed this into a star. As I said, frequency will tell you the number of points on the star. Go from 2 here to 20. And you can make all sorts of different shapes with this. You can use the scale to increase the size of this if you wanted to. So as you can see, just a few lines of code can easily create displacement that has a cool look to it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if there are any other tutorials you would like to see. Thank you for watching.